Meda. This reading is for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. So that could be your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. Or if you just resonate with this message, then I would just take it. We're just going to see whatever comes up for you all today. We're using this deck, and then we'll probably get into Shadowscapes. If you're wondering, now go down to my phone and listen for narration to do. Guidance and information. Do you have a collective Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Guidance and information. Do you have a collective? We have Imhotep Temple Healing. What guidance and information do you have Cancer for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? We have Sabet, Rest and Endings, number 40. And this was number 17, if that's relevant for you. Do one more. Guidance information do you have for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio collective? 2 more. We have Imset, Air Spirit, and Neckbet Protection. I love these cards, they're so beautiful. So some of you will need to be or will be connecting to your breath a lot more, need to be, and that's what's actually going to draw in protection for your life force. So if you've been feeling a little bit off-centered, just come back to your breath. Which I feel like is very significant for Kemet or ancient Egypt practices. With Imhotep, this is quite a peaceful card, so some of you might just be going through quite a peaceful time where you're getting some rest and some things are closing, some chapters are closing out for you. It's really important for you to let go of past attachments, especially Sabek can represent, or I don't know if Sabek in particular, but this card in particular makes me think of, you know, like what they call the reptilian brain, or I guess like structures and systems that we go by or operate from that are no longer serving us, or are just kind of within these like man-made constructs that, yeah, unhealthy attachments, I guess is just what I'm hearing. So there might be things from your past, or it could be people, things, it could be like just habits and stuff that might be coming up again. That source is, I don't know if I would say testing you on, but could be testing you on, or just like seeing if you've really let go of them. So if you see things coming up from your past at this time that you know that you've closed the door on, keep the door closed. Some of you might need to like stay calm, and that might be why breath is showing up as well. Oh yeah, what I was going to say about Imhotep is this is a lot about healing through frequency, through music, and cultivating that peace in that way. So different music that really brings peace for you all. And this feather is making me think of Mart, divine law, having a light heart. So maybe that's something that you are being called to be focused on at this time. I also want to say you're super protected as you're moving forward. I'm seeing this bird like flying around and guarding you all. So I feel like you're really protected by some high powers, some of you, especially if you connect with them and, you know, give your offering, however that may be, whether it's just through communication or whatever. Some of you also just need to call in protection and use your voice with the breath to draw in protection as you step into a new phase, because there are old chapters that are closing out for you. Yeah, there's sarcophagus at the base of the deck, and it says initiation. So, in the future, for some of you, you'll be going through a little bit of, again, a test or a challenge that might make you feel like you don't have much room for movement. But I feel like this is just about transcendence. So I think this card is described as like being put in this coffin and then going into this, like, I want to say like ultra state of being, or transcendence, like transcending whatever obstacles that we were talking about with Sebek. We have Seven of Pentacles. What guidance and information do you have for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? The Chariot. Queen of Pentacles came out reversed. Some of you aren't investing in your health and your body enough. Okay, first and foremost, there's slow growth here for you. Whatever you're investing in is, I feel like Source wants to remind you, whatever you nurture is what's going to grow. And Queen of Pentacles reverses, it can either be like you're overindulging when it comes to your body and your health, or I guess that can go both ways, like not looking after yourself in the ways that you should be. So some of you might be investing in like a little bit of, Queen of Pentacles upright is very much like embracing your home, your senses, your body, your health, and being on top of that. And I guess not being on top of that is when it comes out reverse. So some of you'll need to find a little bit more direction or come back into what you know your direction is. And when I think of the Chariot, originally there's like a pentacle, right? That they are charioting forward or wherever they're going. And that represents stability, or security, or an opportunity that they're carrying, a physical opportunity. So some of you'll need to like focus a bit more on grounding practices. I also want to note there's a little crabby there, if you can see it, which represents Cancer energy. So some strong Cancer placements here for some of your guidance and information do you have for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Five of Wands in the Tower. Okay, for some of you, some conflict is ending really abruptly. If that doesn't resonate, I'm also seeing like you're needing to take action really quickly. Knight of Swords. When it comes to your ideas, when it comes to... There might be some thoughts that you're having that are kind of coming up in regards to your ego. So some of you might be having a little bit of an internal battle with your ego, and maybe that's where the breath comes in as well, where you'll need to call in protection. And also I'm seeing drawing your life force back to you. So, you know, I always say simply, I call my life force back to me from all places, people, past, to be supported and uplifted in you, highest source and divine ancestors. We have Queen of Cups. Some of you need to step a little bit more into a compassionate and nurturing energy. Queen of Cups, I think that's Cancer or Scorpio or whatever. So this is pretty much your natural instinct, fam. Coming back, or I want to say like activating that emotional intelligence that you'll have. I also just heard like psychic awareness, or that intuition. That natural intuition that you'll have is actually really going to be, I feel like, what protects you in the next upcoming season as well. Yeah, Five of Swords. There's a bit of conflict here, fam. Seven of Wands. Some of you might need to defend yourself against something or someone, but the way that you'll do it is going to be in a way of compassion. And I don't necessarily mean being overly compassionate towards if it's someone else, whatever, but just going off of like what you've already learned in the past in terms of your emotional journey and stuff, and emotional maturity. Like, yeah, some of you might be your emotional maturity might be tested moving forward. And some of you also need to, with Eight of Swords, step out of any restrictive thoughts at this time. There's a lot of conflict that's coming up within and outside as well. So maybe like taking direction or reminding yourself of what your goals are, what you're invested in, how you invest in your body, your health, your well-being, your home, you know, physically and materially, and what action you need to take, how your ego gets in the way of that, or past identity can be like how your ego comes in as well, and step back into that like self-compassionate, nurturing energy and emotional intelligence that you will have.